Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I do not have as much time as I thought I did. I got about 20 miles, make it about 20 minutes until I got to press the pause button and check out the distance from home. Thursday night, the 6th, yes, the 6th of April, Holy Week, the Lord's Supper. Just had a phenomenal, just spent my second, forgive me on the words, Catholic sermon, I suppose, Catholic sermon at St. Apostle? Can't quite get it. Out in Brunswick. So for those who have been following, so for those who have not been following, forget it. You're following by now. Good luck. For those who are following, I am leaving Worcester. And if you're following hardcore, I want to start by apologizing and asking for forgiveness, as I did not. I failed. Is that blurry? I have failed, folks. Failed hardcore. Not really hardcore, because it's coming in time. At producing the podcast. Right? I know I built this one up. I built it up completely. Do not worry, folks. Sit tight. Do not... Well, get up and move. Please, get up and move. But I was unable to capture the 4 to 6 hour long podcast that I wanted to take with the doctor mentor friend of mine that I just spent the last 2 nights with, 3 days and 2 nights with. But mind you, folks, they are coming. When I say they, I mean they. So, in the future, which is almost set in stone, the vision is clear as day, by the way. Very clear. Could be better, I will say. Could be much better. Let's do that. Not even written down in paper quite yet. I have had no time to write things down yet. I have been as active, not as active as any human being, but I've been, let's say, as active as I would be during, let's say, next levels trainings. Let's say Strength Camp International. Let's say, well, I can't say on the trails. I wasn't really doing too much more than walking, excuse me. However, I have been absolutely, partially grinding. I really cannot say grinding, because when I end up comparing myself, no, not even close. Not even close, folks. This is why I need the podcast to get started. And I don't even know. Yeah, I guess I can do a brief synopsis because you guys will know. The buddy of mine that I've been mentioning is my ex-military brother in arms, ex-prisoner, ex-roommate, doctor, so medical doctor. Once the roommate thing stopped, I met him first thing in a gym, and he became my training partner instantly. Lo and behold, I had to serve overseas within a few short months. Within the few short months, we developed the bond of a lifetime that never wavered. Coming back home from overseas, decided to room up with him for a few more months. Within those few months, he studied his ass off for his medical doctorate, while I absolutely partied my early 20s away, pissing away all of the money that I made from overseas, being a complete idiot, going on things like unemployment, raping the government. So shortly after those few months, we parted ways. I kept on living on my own, easily got influenced enough to want to go to school and start on my own. Obviously, bachelor's of exercise science, and all that. If you know me, this is where I started doing my 80 hours a week of grinding, working 2-3 jobs and going to school, being in the military. Those were some of the best days of my life. That was nothing in comparison to what he was actually doing. Medical doctorate. He is a pediatrics physician. Excuse my lack. You all know me by now. He's a pediatrician. Works in pediatrics. Worked as a physician. I can't even name off all the certificates. I really don't have them memorized. I know. So Bing, I'll photo bomb that right on this video. Things that I do recall, he did just become an ordained minister. So he can now work. I don't want to butcher shit. That's the problem. Like, I don't want to butcher his name. But I know he is and has been working with. He can work inside the prisons. He can work, at the altars. He's allowed to preach. I don't want to speak too outside of my level. I know when I'm like this, my mind can get carried away, and I don't want to say things that that are wrong at all, right? So be that as it may, he's written a couple books. By the time anybody sees this, it could be a few. But be that as it may, he's obviously been around the block. So he's my go-to. Like I said, doctor, mentor, friend, brother in arms. And I'm essentially going to be working for him pretty soon here. I've taken it upon myself to just make this decision. Now, it's very difficult for me to speak this into existence straight at you as if it is happening, even though I know it, could be and will be true, so to speak. But I haven't quite nestled in all the details yet, right? So I'm still in limbo with my current job. I am still going to be in limbo with my other job that you saw that, right? You saw that. That I am planning on still doing, the kayak place across the street. However, there's so much stuff happening right now. Things are unfolding faster than I can even keep up with, right? So I think I see the little vision here being like maybe a month out. Like I'm looking at maybe an internship sort of deal. I'm going to be working underneath him, next to him, right beside him, doing whatever he can, like an assistant, so to speak, and learning everything that I can. I'm going to move out to his place out in Worcester, just for the record. I'll be back there on Monday. This is going to be a lot of details to iron out, so I know nobody's going to see this by the time Monday rolls around. So I'm really trying to figure out how to produce this to you guys now, because I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I don't think anybody's going to see this. I mean, I'm sure there's those one or two, those are 2 or 3 or 4 views that I get within a day or two, a few days, first weeks. I get like a handful of views, However, I want to be careful in how I produce this, because if the wrong person saw this, and there's no such thing as right or wrong, but the way I'm speaking really matters, because in my mind, the words you speak come into existence when you say them. They become the truth of how it is that you say them. So if I say I might go into work come tomorrow or Monday, and I might talk to my boss about possibly stopping my job now rather than a month from now, it might not happen, right? It might not happen. But the truth is, I'm going to see my boss tomorrow at my current job, my current job as a landscaper, right? Landscaping is my main source of income, and I'll be transitioning into the kayak place. I'm going to be talking to them tomorrow morning and telling them right up, hang on one. Okay, I know I'm getting off now. So essentially, I know what I want to do. It's just, it's not in alignment with what I thought was going to happen. And now I have to back up a little bit and obviously report some bad news, so to speak. These are the things that nobody likes to do. These are the things that become very difficult in life. I'm not gonna like doing it. And quite honestly, I'm not even sure of the outcome. I would like to expect, a specific answer and hope and believe and pray, but that's as far as I want to go. There are those that will think differently and say, you must guarantee yourself, you must believe, and you must make it 100%. I believe what is it? Law of attraction, right? So the law of attraction states you must say it the way, you must pray it into existence. You must say it as if it already has happened. I could say that, and I may believe that in my head. I might even pray that way later on tonight. I don't know if I need to make a video about it like that. I could, but that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm saying things like law of attraction and telling you guys that the importance of the law of attraction is what the law of attraction states, which is you say it the way it is happening. I am, right? And it will come to fruition. Plain and simple. That it is what it is. So I know these rules. I just don't think I need to utilize them quite at this moment. So be that as it may, I want to make sure that I'm crystal clear on camera and with myself in this sort of wow. And it smells fresh, like it's mixing in with my clothes. It smells like the freshest, let's just say skunk there is. I don't know if that is me. I don't know. I think I smell pretty fresh to death. But anyway, so things are changing, and it's changing a little bit faster than I expected. My last video, which I did not post because a part of the video was about me working in silence, and I think I might post it anyway, maybe, seeing as that I know most of my videos, all of my videos just don't get viewed by the time they're actually big. Like, the timing will be over, so that in the last video I posted, this video to get posted immediately because it's so important. In the last video I posted about my moving into my backyard, essentially, out into my 170 acre plot of land, so I can just get away, break away. Now, I'm not breaking away to live off the land and isolate myself. Essentially, I'll be working right across the street. So I'll be living in the backyard, and instead of living on the house that's on the yard, I'll just be living outside. And then I'll wake up, run around my 170 acre yard, get my exercise in, where I'll cook, I don't know, whatever, it is what it is. But work right across the street, go off the clock, and live in the woods, essentially until I am done learning. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm pretty sure it will be absolute. I mean, I know it'll be grind time, and I will be taking in information. So what I would assume is going to happen, the podcasts will stay. Like I said, the podcasts will be probably either video or in person with this gentleman. I assume both because I'll be living with him over the next month, and then I think I'll be breaking away once kayak season starts. Now that's only going to be for a few months, right? And then I'll be back and forth, just whenever. But instead of living in my room where there's distractions galore, I plan on living outdoors and just grinding, period. Internet connection, I don't know. I doubt it. But who cares? We'll figure it out, right? These are the parts where you figure out as you go. So what I want to do is, I'm not even sure yet, guys. I'm not even sure. I want to feed you guys the appropriate information right now, because I know it's very important that you guys get really important information. So my vision, which is what I've been talking about forever. I have to get off this exit, so hang on 1 second. All right, so essentially my purpose and vision is getting clearer. Not that I'm going to be able to orate this very well. However, you kind of are hearing the vision. I do plan on living with my mentor for the next month or so. Working underneath him, beside him, what have you. I honestly only have, essentially it's going to be educational and grinding. So I can work for him, but I'll also be I think I might be maybe like personal development. I might be writing things out, like just continuously writing. I might just keep on writing and writing out my plans, writing out my goals, writing out the future. Now, I actually didn't expect that until I went out in the backwoods, which is what I actually think is going to be more true. With him, I expect to purely build up his business and practice and see what it's like to purely grind and work for somebody else. So while I'm with him, it's not going to be about me. It's going to be very much letting myself go and help out his cause, essentially, right? Because he has a much bigger cause than my own, and he's been doing work way longer and for way bigger of a purpose than I could ever even dream of. Now that's not, I don't want to compare or anything, but essentially he's my mentor and he's my angel, so I obviously have to look up to him in some sort of way. So I assume the next month will be kind of like an initiation into manhood, as a follower into leadership, so to speak. And then once I kind of start working at the camp place, and by then maybe some things will change. You never know. Like I didn't even expect this to be happening. This whole change of events. This happened today, folks, by the way. This literally just happened hours ago, folks. So I'm making this stuff up as I go. I am so thrilled that I went to a mass, that I went to a church service. So happy it is Easter weekend. Without it, I would have no clue what I'm doing. No clue. I would be lost. And right now I'm just wandering. Right? So essentially, once I start living out in the backwoods, then I plan to grind for me, and things like his cause and my landowner's cause slash the business that we're like. I mean, we're working for 3 people, by the way. 3 people, essentially: him, her, and myself, building up my own thing. So I'm going to be opening up my own business, essentially. I'll be getting my own LLC, building up my credit, starting from scratch, right? Brand new person. So big time, long time in the making. It's finally here. It's finally come. There's obviously a lot more to that vision than what I just stated. And it's obviously it's very wishy-washy, which is okay by me. It's fine. Like, I know I wanted to have something in stone by the end of this week. And it's just not there. It's in my head. It really is. I wanted to write it down, but, and I hate the word but, I really do. Because, God, honestly, I didn't even fast this whole week. I wanted to make it, I wanted to essentially make it until I was done writing stuff down, or until maybe like Friday night, tomorrow night, or Sunday even, because by Sunday that would have been like 9 days of fasting, Sunday, Easter Sunday, and then it would have just been all awesome. Not that I couldn't do it. I honestly think I can do it. I absolutely have 100% faith that I can fast. 100% faith. I don't think I need to. My diet's going to be doing a drastic change again, by the way. Diet's going to be changing. I'm going to be wrecking the gym pretty soon. But yeah, this is going to be a hellacious time period, folks. This is my year. Folks. This is the year that I take my own life back. February 7th, folks. February 7th, I decided to fucking turn my life around. Plain and simple. That was it. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. I want to excuse the language because I know, I have nieces and nephews, youth, youngsters, children. But children should not be watching me right now. This is adult content. This is purely for adults. It absolutely should be for youth. Youth should absolutely have a fire underneath their butt. So on fire, so much heat and burning passion sensation that they resonate with these sort of videos. But I hope you wouldn't need these sort of videos. These should be for failures. These are for failures, right? This is for failed people that have fucked up and just accidentally need to, go back a few steps, because that's where I am. That's really where I am. And I'm just trying to preach, or practice what I preach, and live a brand new way. This is a long time overdue, right? I should have been doing this at the age of 7, right? But I'm not doing this, but doing, just working, grinding, always living for, just handing over my life. And I know I've been a quote-unquote Christian. I was born in a church. I was born with beads around my neck, with a cross around my neck. And I will sing to the heavens until my vocal cords just completely rip from my throat. But essentially the past 13 years I've been left in questioning. whenever I'm on my own. And that's the best part, is that like I have always, if you look at any number of my videos before, let's say the King's Initiation series, any number of my videos, even the ones that I've been on like walks and adventures and shit, all those videos where I'm on my own and enjoying life and absolutely basking in the comforts and relishing in the life of independence and feeling like I have it all and I know what I'm doing and I'm all on my own and I can take care of myself. Bullshiz. Bull whiz with a side of shiz. I cannot do this on my own. There's no chance. No chance in the world. Independence can only lead to interdependence. It's a stepping stone. It is merely a stepping stone. And I may have done well at it. I may have enjoyed it. I may even be good at it. But it is not the ultimatum. It is not the end all be all. It is not my end all be all. It is not the answer. Independence, sorry America, independence is not the ultimate answer. I'd like to follow that up with some sort of like, with like an actual answer, but it's not the answer. Freedom, you know, that's. I think it's a wishy-washy word, quite honestly, because does it mean to really be free? Like, we're not free, folks. Free will is not free will, right? So call it what you may, call it what you want. Freedom and independence. I stand for America, just like any other patriot who has bled on their flag. But the freedom and independence aspect, I cannot wait to change up. Yeah, I can't wait to change that just a little bit. And it's not that it's bad. It's not that it's wrong. Not that it's wrong at all. As far as the one nation under God, absolutely. Absolutely, folks. 100% all for it. One nation. But we are not just one nation. We are one earth. We are one common human being. We are one group of individuals. We're all in this together. We're all together. We are all one. And that's my 2 cents. I'm going to stop it right there. I am 3 minutes from being home. This was a pleasure. This was the greatest vacation I've had in so many years. It's been so long. I cannot wait for these videos to post. Go blow up. And it's so funny. It's just so funny in my head right now, because none of these folks, none of these are gonna make it to your ears until I've already come and gone. You know, not, you know, death-wise, but my goodness, hilarious. Anyway, yeah, so much work to do. I gotta get home. Love you all. I'm out of here. Good to see you all. God bless. Live expressively. I'm out.